So it is now time to hear from Mr. Scott Cannon to, see what he has for his point and counterpoint. So let's see what he has. Hello, Scott.
Hello, humans. I am Scott Cannon coming to you live on WLTH 1370M from the greatest city in all the world, Gary, Indiana. And this is the Counterpoint. Well, folks, this summer has certainly provided an excessive amount of drama in its news cycle. From populist insurgency to the primaries, startling those in the mainstream Democratic and Republican parties, to new and unexpected faces emerging in the Me Too scandal, to the president doing battle with virtually everyone in America, to Nicki Minaj doing battle with a baby. This has been a summer that has had us all glued to our newspapers, TVs, phones, and laptops. And if you've been anywhere near any one of those outlets, then I'm sure you've had at least become aware of the saga of Mollie Tibbetts, the 20-year-old University of Iowa student who's been missing since July. Well, it's with a heavy heart that I report that the missing young woman was found dead yesterday in a cornfield, providing a tragic ending to the very one real life story that has kept the nation gripped in a summer full of ridiculous and salacious news. Now, let me be 100% clear. I am in no way disparaging Mollie Tibbetts or her family or friends who did nothing wrong and just did the best they could to find a young woman who I'm sure that they all loved. But in watching the reward for Mollie's return reach up to $400,000, and the vice president talk about her in speeches, and even the president of the United States used her story in a campaign stop last night, I couldn't help but ask, when the hell have they ever gave this much of a damn about a black woman who came up missing? Like, seriously, folks, I know more about Mollie Tibbetts than I know about my own grandmother at this point. And I just saw her yesterday. Love you, Monet. We've seen the footage of her dancing, smiling, all over CNN, Fox, MSNBC, and every other channel. We've seen every lead in her case be covered with the same intensity of one of President Trump's many scandals. We've seen countless interviews with law enforcement, her friends, and her boyfriend. Meanwhile, I'm just sitting here thinking about all the black families who must be sitting there going, I just wish they'd interview us once on CNN, and that the police chief would spend hundreds of thousands of dollars in resources to find our missing daughter. Women like Jasmine Moody, who's been missing since 2014. She was an ROTC student who wanted to be a nurse when she graduated from college. She had a fight with one of her girlfriends who kicked her out of her house in the middle of the night wearing only a hoodie in the freezing cold of Detroit. She has not been seen since. Or right here in our backyard, Rochelle Thomas Stubblefield, who was a student at Calumet College of St. Joseph in Whiting, Indiana. She was a member of the Black Student Union and the track team. She was 8 months pregnant at the time of her disappearance, where she was last seen at a girls' basketball game. Now, this one shocked me because I was just at Calumet College of St. Joseph's late last year, working with the Field Museum, and who knows, I could have been driving around Whiting, East Chicago, and Gary passing this woman every day and wouldn't know it because I don't see pictures and video of her smiling and dancing all day on my television. And it's getting to a point, and I hate saying this, that it is really hard for me to care when a white woman comes up missing. Because to be frank, nobody would care if my sister or my niece or my mother came up missing. And it kills me to say that. It really does. Because I do not want to be that person who loses his humanity. But they're making it hard for me when I see just how unequal the coverage of missing women is. And let me just say this one more time. Mollie Tibbetts, her family, and her friends have done nothing wrong, and my heart breaks for them. All I'm saying is, can people not see that we care about our daughters too? That them missing kills us as much as it does those white parents you see on TV, and that the same goes for Hispanics, Asians, and Native Americans whose missing children also don't get the type of coverage that the Elizabeth Smarts, Polly classes, or Mollie Tibbetts of the world get. How is the mainstream media going to scold Donald Trump every single day about his casual racism when there as often is the difference between life and death for young women in our communities? Okay, folks, you can chop it up with me on Twitter, at The Chemist Liz. The Chemist is spelled with the K, as I am a product of the Gary Community School System. We can talk about politics. We can talk about music. We can talk about sports. You can just tell me how terrible I am at this. Or you can just listen to me every Monday from 6 to 8 on Issues and Answers with Jonathan Booz. And I said this on Monday. I swear to you, please have faith. The McGee Report, brought to you by the precocious hostess with the mostest, Jamelia McGee. It will be back at some point in the near future as soon as her pawpaw gets well. I am Scott Cannon, and that was the Counterpoint on WLT's 1370 AM. God bless the working class, and God bless labor, and I am out, humans.
You know what, Scott? With a counterpoint like that, it is hard for me to now come back with some celebrity news. I'm like, oh my goodness, I don't know if I can do celebrity news now.
Oh, you can.
Oh
you
my
can
goodness. Oh my goodness. Wow. Well said. Moving on here to some celebrity news. Since you brought up not Cardi B. I had a story about Cardi B
Nicki.
holding her baby like hostage from everyone, and she finally have shown a little glimpse of baby culture, but apparently it's not enough to count as an actual glimpse. So right now people are still waiting to see. You know, I mean, celebrities now though are hopping on this bandwagon of not showing their child right off. And I think it's pretty awesome because you chose to live that lifestyle, not the child.
Yeah.
So
she faked everybody out at the MTV Awards.
She did. I was just about to say that. But apparently, I didn't watch the VMAs, but apparently she faked everyone out and they thought that she was holding baby culture when actually it was a Moon Man statue. Mm-hmm. So, all right. But Nicki... oh my goodness, I can't with Nicki. You know, like you said, she's beefing with a baby. I was listening to the radio this morning, and I didn't know like that the beef was like that deep. That like she was like calling out the baby for sure, like literally calling out the baby. Like, she's a baby. What can she do? I think though that of course Nicki should leave children out of it.
Yeah.
Okay, because no one is talking about her brother.
Oh.
So let's leave family out of it. Okay, now that's just what I'm saying. But apparently Kylie Jenner did not want to come face to face with Nicki, and at the VMAs she completely changed her course on the red carpet just to avoid her.
I don't blame her. Nicki Minaj is something's going on with her right now.
Yeah, I think it's because she feels like people are like coming after her seat, but it's like, Nicki, just let it go. You know, and I mean, you're a great artist, you are, but at a point, you know, you have to move out of the way for the newer generation to come in.
Yeah, she had her time.
Yeah, you had your time. People were backing you just like, you know, they're now backing other artists. It's okay. It's a part of the game. You just have to move on. So yeah, that was pretty like, wow, okay, she actually made this poor woman, and I don't want to feel any, you know, type of sadness for the Kardashian Jenner group, but at this point, Nicki seems like a bully. Yeah. And I don't like bullies. So
yeah, she's really jealous of Cardi B.
Yeah, and it's
really
like
jealous.
Rightfully so though. Cardi B is a really hot rapper right now. She's a really awesome entertainer from what I'm hearing. You know, I heard that she's like pretty awesome doing concerts and stuff like that. So I don't know. You know, hey, we'll have to see. I don't know how this plays out. I don't know. I mean, you can only talk about someone's child though so much.
Yeah.
We see, but she's not talking about baby culture. She is not talking about Cardi B's child.
She's Cardi about that life.
Yes, as well as Offset. He'll have the whole Migos and Atlanta after her, so she needs to calm down. Now, moving on here, the last entertainment story. I didn't even know this was a thing, but apparently they are making a live action Dora the Explorer movie.
Really?
Yeah, Paramount's behind it. And guess who they cast as the mother of Dora?
Who?
Eva Longoria.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
I can kinda see.
So, I mean, I guess I could see that. You know, I haven't really heard her name in a while. So, okay. Apparently, the movie has set an August 2nd, 2019 release date. So, yeah, that's all I have for that. I don't know, though. A live action movie? I guess. We'll see. I won't see because I won't go see it. But I'll find someone with a child and ask them to give me a review so that they can, so I can let everyone know how that plays out. But that's all I have for entertainment news.
All right.
All
I'll
right.
see you on
will.
Monday.
Yes, I will. I will see you on a Monday. Have a good one.